What's good, everybody? This is your boy Ellip, and this is another Art of Sound live stream. All right, this is number 67, and today's focus is creating something in the Studio One 3 and using that and bounce that out and get that going inside a Machine Studio, right? So, actually, this was a question that one of my viewers, my faithful viewers, asked. He was just wondering if there was a way of showing that, and so I decided it was a great question, a great topic that we can focus on for this show, and we can get some things going on. And it's really it's essentially the same. It's the same thing as anything else that you would bring up, or any wave or third. I mean, I'm gonna say third party, but MP3 files, or actually, Machine really works with wave files, and I think AIF files. Yeah, more so wave. I've only played with wave files, but I mean the concept is the same. You can download stuff waves from anywhere, or you can create your own, and then just export it as wave, and then pull it up inside Machine Studio, and it's really simple. It's really simple. Um, so I guess the topic should really be sampling inside of Machine Studio. But before we go further, I'd like to let you guys know about the a couple of courses I have available on my site. If you can visit the website at ksound.com, KSOUNDD. All right, visit the website and just I have one focused on how to mix your song, make it wide and punchy, get your kick punchy, in your face. And then I have another one for producing the song, how to produce a song, how to make a song, how to create a song, however you want to put it. And it really doesn't matter what DAW that you're using. All right. So I have those available, and I'm currently working on one specifically for machine users. I'm using my Machine Studio here to show you guys how to pretty much everything from start to the part where we start to add compression and limiters at the end, pretty much a finished product, and bouncing it down to show your clients or friends or whomever. All right. So we're going to get started with something, and I hope you guys can hear me. And like I say, these are live streams. I do this every Thursday, and we always experience some type of problem. So hopefully everything is good. This is my setup. This is my workstation here. I did a couple of live streams, and you guys seen me in a small black setup, black table, $20 Walmart table. That didn't work out too well. I quickly got rid of that. I couldn't do it, but see, at the time, the space I was in was very limited, and I could only work in a certain amount of space. So thing is a little bit different, and I brought my desk back. You guys are used to this. If you guys been following me for a while, subscribe to my site. I'm always posting good tutorials. As you can see, if you just browse around, you see a bunch of things I'm posting. I'm posting things like Studio One and Machine, and I'm still posting Logic Pro stuff. I have a lot of that stuff on there. But we're gonna just dive in. We're gonna dive right on in. I was playing with something like just trying to test and make sure that everybody can hear what I'm doing. This is what I was doing. I'm probably gonna change that. Let's change that. Let's do something totally different. Um, so I have I have a regular plug-in inside the Studio One 3, which is the Impact. I'm using the Impact, and we're gonna start from there and just create something, you know, just to get things going. All right, let's get Let's get my screen right first. All right, so we can see everything. So let's go to the tempo here. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we added like 100. So we're gonna make that a definite. We're gonna add our pre-metronome in. 2, 3, 4. All right, let's see. Let's see how this is gonna go. Whoa. Okay, I think I know what happened. There is a signature automation thing that I somehow mistakenly hit, but that's not what I want. We're gonna get that out of there. Okay, now I'm having trouble with. Okay, all right, I got it. I think I got it. So just hit the minus sign. I'm hitting delete. All right. So if you guys ever had that problem, you know why. Somehow the signature automation was activated. That's not what I'm going for right now. All right, so here we go. 2, 3, 4. All right. That's wrong. The my resolution was set at eighth notes, and I just set it for 16ths. So now we good. I just like that little extra beat. I thought it was cool. So why not? Why not add that in there? All right. Okay. Make sure okay. All right. So let's go for something else. Let's add, I don't know. Let's add massive. And I'm not about to be perfect. I don't want you guys judging me. I'm not a keyboard player. I'm just demonstrating, that's my goal. So I'm not even really in the production mindset right now. Like, just really focusing on something that's gonna hit. I'm just playing. That's cool to me. Now, something that is bothering me is I can probably edit that somewhere in here, but I like what I'm doing in here. It's probably EQ. Let's see what happens. Anyway, we're gonna put a Pro EQ in here and dip it somewhere. I guess we could do it right there by 84.5 hertz. The attack on this is very strong. So, I mean, it's cool. I dig it. Let's do something extra. I guess I'll show y'all everything that I do. So we're gonna change the routing of the drums to mono because I want it to hit a little harder. All right, so we're gonna go up here and get our routing going on so we can see it in the mix. And you could do this either way. You can create something on your own, like what I'm doing now, or you can grab a bunch of loops, sample loops, or you can grab samples from anywhere. But this question was specific to doing something inside of Studio One 3 and export it and bring it up as a sample and chop it up inside of Maschine Studio. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna just bring everything down because it's like really peaking. All right, what I'm gonna do is add a compressor on top of the massive sound we just inserted. And although I'm not trying to really go for pumping it even harder than what it's doing now, I'm trying to round it off. Is actually the goal. So we was at like a so we had let's see, a negative 11 dB gain reduction. So we're gonna kind of bring that back up. So this is kind of cool because the compressor actually, it pumps your sound, but it's like it's doing like this. It's not necessarily hitting it. It's actually it's compressing it. So and then just adjust the attack. Not so much attack on it. It kind of rounded off just a little bit. So that's cool. We'll go back to my EQ and kind of dip somewhere else. And I could actually put another effect on it if I want to, but that's cool. I'm just playing around. There's no real technique behind what I'm doing. Is just once I hear something, I kind of know where I want to go next, and just take it from there. All right. So you could basically do one or two things. You can create stuff inside of this program MIDI, or you can bounce everything down to wave. I like personally, I like to get everything down to wave inside a session, because if you have a bunch of plugins in your software in a given song, what tends to happen is your CPU performance start to be affected by that. You know what I mean? And when you just working with waves, it's a little bit better. So what I usually do is I'll get the sound to how I like it, and then bounce it down, bounce it in place in within the session itself, and then I'll have a bunch of waves. And if I need to put plug in or a process later on, I'll do so, but it's not as much, because what I like doing as well is mixing on the fly. So that's something that I do. But whatever, you know what I mean? We trying to get to the goal. We're trying to get to the meat of this whole you dig. All right. So let's see what else we can add. I can add one more thing and then show you guys how to do this in Maschine right quick. All right. Let's play with something we haven't played with in a while. Mahato, Majoto, however you want to say it. I don't really care for this. I actually dig it. Uh, let's do that again because it didn't catch. 2, 3, 4. And see, and I'll just bounce that in place, stay in the same plug-in, and keep going. See what else I can come up with. Go to another sound instead of having a bunch of instances of the same plugin. Just playing around. All right, well, I'm gonna bounce that, and I'm gonna actually switch that sound out. I'm gonna keep the same sound, and let's go to a whole nother sound. I got presence open right now, and let's see, let's go. I want y'all to see what I'm doing. Let's go for another sound. Let's see, more like a bellish. Let's see what this is. Hmm. I dig that. So we're gonna bounce that down, and let's see what else we can find. So you one got some dope sounds. All right, I think I'm done. I can go on and on and on and on and on and on and on. Did I mention I can go on and on? All right, so basically we got a 2-bar loop here. I can choose to expand this out to 8. No, 4. I can just duplicate this here. I can select all of these here and do that. Or I can do something like this. Uh, create a um, what you call it, create a arranger and just do it like that. Oh, they mean to do that. That's what I want to do, and just extend this out like that. Boom. So I got 4 bars worth, whatever. So the next thing is actually bouncing it down. Um, you can bounce it down this way, and we're going to bounce it down to wave. And let's say 24. Let's give it the best. 24 is good. 44.1 is cool. We're going to go actually between the loop. Mix down. I'm just going to call it AOS September 3rd because this is when we created this. And definitely want to save it. Okay, that's fine. We can save it here. We can save it here. That's fine. I'll just save it there. All right. So I have the good thing about Studio One is once it saves, it brings it up. So now you can see where it is. No mixing. It just sounds terrible to me. But for the sake of this video, I'm just showing you guys what it sounds like. I had another project I was working on, but I can come back to that later. And all right, so basically what we're going to do here is we're going to pull up Maschine, and I'm going to show you guys a couple of things regarding that, how to get it. Okay. All right, so inside of Maschine Studio, let me show you guys. I have the white one here, and I hope you guys can see really well. Let's change the. Okay, it was a little bit blurry at first. So hopefully you guys can see that. So what we're going to be doing here is it's quite simple. All right. All you have to do is visit your Finder, and actually you can just go to sample here. You can sample things in from your computer. So you can do that. You can just I could just go in and sample right now because my mic is on and it's recording me, right? But I'm not going to show you everything that involves sampling. I just want to just be specific with inserting what we just did inside of uh, the studio here. So what we're going to do is I'm going to show you guys exactly where we're gonna show you what we're gonna do. All right, so if I can switch the screen back over to show you guys that. All right, so we're gonna bring up the Finder, and this is the track that we did, right? And all you really have to do is just take this and drag it over. Bam! Now you got your sample in there, no problem. All right. So when I hit, all right, I added the sample in here already, so it's in there. Now what we want to do is we can actually no. When we click on this, we should see the editing and things like that right on the screen. But we're gonna do everything from the controller itself. So we're gonna switch over. All right. Hope you guys can still hear me. All right. So basically, from your controller itself, and if you have the MK1, the MK2, or the micro, you should still be able to see some sort of image as to sampling. All right. So on this pad is the sample we just completed inside of Studio One. All right. I'm going to go to my pad mode and go to fixed velocity so every time I hit it, it'll hit on, you know, hit at the highest level. All right. Now, here's the other part. So we're gonna go back to sampling. Now, say I need to slice. I can slice this in 4 slices. I can slice this to 8. I can slice this to 16, or I can slice it to 32. So what I should have did was grab the tempo. The tempo, what was it? It was 100. All right, I remember. Cool. So now you can do what you see all those other guys do. So this is a 4 bar. All right, it's a 4 bar loop sliced evenly between 16 pads. All right, so now I could do stuff like this. I'm just gonna hit apply, and so if I want to actually begin to insert that, start what I'm looking for. I got a lot of things on my mind. Create music production. Go ahead and try to get this thing going. We can. I need to go to the. This is what I was looking for. To the note repeat. No. The tap. That's what I'm looking for, and I'm gonna just put my BPM at 100. So now, 2, 3, 4. Now, since my song is doing the same thing for 4 bars, is really a 2 bar looped again to make it complete 4. So I could have what I did was I stopped at 8. All right, but I could have kept going to 16. So 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. Actually, it did it for me. And you can actually see it being sequenced out once you hit the event button. All right. So that's pretty much it. You know, that's pretty much it. That's all I really want to show you guys. I didn't want to take all day to demonstrate that. It's pretty simple. You can do that with anything you want. Chop them, slice. So that was my demonstration of creating something inside of Studio One and exporting it out as a WAV file, importing it in Maschine Studio here, and chop it up, and then you can create on top of it. Say you wanted to add another, I don't know, beef it up, and you can do all types of processing in here, put effects on it, and just do whatever you need to. Say we wanted to add a kick just to, how everybody do. Everybody want to add their own version of to stuff. You can go in and definitely do that. And because I inserted this on pad 1, it's still on pad 1, but then pad 2, I can begin to add, you know, I could begin to add other things. And we can go to pad 3, and let's go for a clap. You know what I'm saying? So now here we go. All right. That's pretty much it. That's all I want to show you guys. Once again, I am Ella, and I do this every Thursday. Make sure you guys subscribe to my channel. All right. Music is art. You are the artist. Paint your picture, and I'm out. Catch y'all next Thursday.